I've been researching online and the Earth is definitely flat. And if you disagree, you're part of the system, man.
Yes, we are part of the system of maths. Hit it! Copernicus proposed that Earth revolves around the sun, cause he agreed Galileo was locked up by the nuns. Then Isaac Newton said that apple smacked me on the head. Now all the thoughts got take the laws of orbit, motion, and speed. And now on message boards they say that Newton was a tit. He'd know the Earth was flat and he ripped up for some edges. I saw graffiti on the motorway sign that said the Earth was flat. Newton can't go burning hell, who needs more proof than that? We're a globe on an axis, flying round the stars. The same scientist that told me that built your laptop down in car. Just how many planets have you downed? The Earth is definitely round. Get on a ship and sail away and bump along before we're saying, where the hell are they? Every other planet's round. Get on a plane and look at the curvy ground. Do you really think that our knowledge is just a big hoax? It seems to me that you're falling for a big, fat, black, fat joke. Flat Earth to think we're a pizza base, we're a pancake lost in space. The government lied about our ship control the human race. I watched that video, you said that all the proof I'd need. It arrived very fast thanks to my orbital satellite internet speed. We're a globe on an axis, caught in gravity, due to the sun's immense elemental density. Just how many pints have you downed? The Earth's the same shape as my hairy cherries. And you stood on the beach and looked at the berries. Go over the horizon, you think that's scary. They'll bump into the ice wall right at the rim. If global warming melts it, then they'll fall down into space. You think? I think that's crazy. Your logic's inconsistent. You are rubbish at biology, physics, and cosmology. Your teacher us an apology for teaching you so shortly. You're subject to tautology, but you're wonderful for comedy. You're ideologically lazy. So now do you understand the Earth isn't flat?
Sorry, could you repeat that? I was asleep.
All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's all bullshit. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's 10.612. It's all bullshit. All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's 10/1/22. Welcome to October. It's all bullshit. Bullshit. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's 10/16/22. Everybody's good. I thank you for something. I thank you for my videos and for being a part of your life. It's all bullshit. Bullshit. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. 9/17/2022. I don't know what to tell these people, these NPCs. These people that are just lost. Gone. Be careful right here. You got the mask on, right? It's good. These people that are just lost. Gone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC from New York. These people that are just lost. Gone. 10/23. You see, here, there's a movie that I'm focusing on. To look with the human eye, it'll look real. I don't know if you understand what I'm getting at right now. These people that are just lost. Gone. While I was taking that video, I was huffing and puffing because I wanted to scream out to the world. Look at this. All right, anyway, look, I thank you for something. I think if you view my videos, let me be a part of your life. Bullshit. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's 12/1/22. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County.
These people that are just lost, gone. Good. These people that are just lost, gone. These people that are just lost, gone.
Morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC, Chris, from New York, Westchester County.
Gone.
Morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC, Chris, from New York, Westchester County.
Gone.
Hope everybody's good. I thank you for subbing. I thank you for viewing my videos and for being a part of your life.
Hello. This is Beth, Queen of Spade from Ottawa and Carleton County. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are, whatever you are doing. I hope that you are all having a fabulous day so far. Flat Earthers, I have covered several times on this channel. It is my favorite thing to laugh at, because as we all know, the earth is shaped like a globe. And upon my journey, I came across this fabulous man named CC Chris from Westchester County, New York. And he is my favorite among all of the flat earthers. And just recently, he's been getting noticed a little bit more. So I thought it would be fun if tonight we went and we checked in to see what he is up to. I have a lot of videos of his that I hopefully will be reacting to tonight, because he uploads pretty much every single day. All of his videos tend to end in "on our flat earth." So for example, some of the ones that we will be reacting to tonight will be advice on our flat earth. I will be decoding this on our flat earth. Lies on our flat earth. Lost soul on our flat earth, and etc. I think that you're getting the picture. So let's start off with "you have to believe on our flat earth." It's been a little while since I have checked in with CC. I want to see if any of his beliefs have changed. He thinks that NASA is always lying to us. So I'm not sure what we have to believe, but he's going to let us know.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's
Hello, Chris. Good to see you again. I wish that you would not stream while driving, or record a video, I should say, while driving, although you are guilty of both. Ken says, "I used to argue with flat earthers in chats and piss them off. Good times. I have some fun in the flat earther Discord myself." But I do wish, CC Chris from Westchester County, that you would not record while driving in your car, and that if you were going to record while driving in your car, that you had a better camera angle, because you have three chins here and I could hardly see you.
10-12-22. As a ball earther, you have to believe in the ISS. Even though you never saw it built and you got no notifications at all, it was just there one day. Just built for you to enjoy. As a ball earther, you have to believe that NASA deflected a meteor the size of a football field with a little probe.
We should get into, once again, all the things that flat earthers believe in. I've covered it a lot on my channel. They have some really, really funny beliefs. So I don't know why he's laughing at us globe people, just saying.
And deflected it and moved its trajectory just a bit. You have to believe that as a ball earther. As a ball earther, you have to believe that water bends.
Just so you know, I've never been called a ball earther before. It sounds sexier than globe earther. So I might be down.
Around a mysterious planet that's been evolving for 14 billion years. Well, no, sorry, 4 billion years.
14. I was like, listen, I think we're a little off.
Into what we call Earth right now. You have to believe that as a ball earther.
No, not necessarily. There's a lot of people that are what you're calling now a ball earther, which I've been called a globe earther before, but ball earther is kind of a new one. They do use the word ball a lot. Maybe they're just like pent up incels, and that's the real problem here. 4.5 billion, CC. Yeah, he was like 14 billion. I was like, whoa, listen, calm down, CC. But like there are a lot of people that are globe earthers or ball earthers that believe in religion, for example, and therefore they wouldn't really believe that the earth was made over time as he is stating right now. So he's not really correct.
You have to believe as a ball earther that Elon Musk has a red little convertible Tesla floating around in space.
No, I don't have to believe anything in Elon Musk, okay? Listen, that's where I get mad, CC.
In perfect condition, with no chips on the paint, no splinters on the windshield.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that wouldn't happen unless something ran into it.
No tires that exploded. No, nothing contained at all, exploded at all. Nothing under pressure exploded. It's in perfect condition, floating around in space, going to Mars.
Well, I mean, it's not like we've had a lot of spaceships go out and then just randomly combust. So is it that weird?
As a ball earther, you have to believe that. As a ball earther, you have to believe all of these ridiculous things. Black holes.
I love a flat earther sitting in his car, driving, while recording, by the way, which I don't recommend anyone do, telling us what we have to believe in and how we're the dumb ones. It's amazing.
Nonsense. You have to believe in all of it. No. You can't just believe one little thing. You have to believe in everything. Because if they're lying about one thing that you don't believe, then what makes you say that they're not lying about everything, which they are?
Hey, listen, when it comes to Elon Musk, I just don't support most of what he does. It doesn't mean I don't believe that he's doing things. It just means I just don't like Elon Musk.
As a ball earther, your world will crash if you finally figure out that any of these things are a lie. That's a shame, guys. Sorry. Thank you for...
Really? I don't think my world would crash if one of those things was a lie, let's say. Do they still get a video signal from that Tesla in space? I don't know. I honestly have no clue. But I probably know more than Cece does about it.
Thank you for viewing my videos. Let me be a part of your life.
Lord. So according to Cece, we would have to believe every single thing, which that's not true, by the way. You can question some things, but then still believe that the earth is shaped as a globe. Those things don't equate. Like, okay, let's say we found out that the Elon Musk Tesla thing was fake, right? Well, that being fake doesn't then mean, for example, that the earth is now suddenly flat. It doesn't prove the earth is flat. It would just prove that Elon Musk is a liar, which, I mean, I could argue that anyway. So the next video that I have for all of us is WTFU on our flat earth. Now, I know WTFU to mean what the fuck's up, but I don't know. Maybe it means something else. but that would be fun.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's 12/1/22.
Yes, he does begin every single video like that. At least he has figured out how to move the camera more on him. This one's a little better, although I'm not sure how great it is that we now have to stare directly at his face the whole time. I guess that's up for debate.
Right in the thick of it, this silly season.
The silly season. Okay.
You know when that is, right? That's when.
No. I am unfamiliar with the silly season. Please, Cece, teach me about the silly season.
When Santa Claus visits your house, and
it's Christmas. The silly season, when Santa Claus visits your house. All right, Cece, go on. So Christmas, silly season. Got it. Santa, silly jolly old man in a red suit.
Comes and gives them Christmas gifts. And yeah, I almost lost it yesterday.
Wait, what? How do you almost lose it when you're thinking of Christmas? Silly season, Joe says, silly season when he is on YouTube. That's every season, Joe.
Everybody wanted to see the Christmas.
Okay, so remember, he's lost it. The somehow thinking about Christmas has made this man lose his mind. Only on the flat earth, I tell you.
Christmas tree lighting. Biden, I have a question for you, Biden.
What does Biden have to do with Christmas? My Canuckian ass has no clue. But here we go. This sounds like we're going for a bigger ride than just in Cece's car here.
Since you want to go electric, don't you think cutting down an 80-foot tree is something we shouldn't be doing? I don't think we should be doing that. That's harming our environment.
Now, I will say this. I will give Cece this much, okay? I am here in Canada, and I grew up in the 90s, early 2000s. I remember when I was in grade 6, we got our first computer lab at our public school. For example, I have seen technology come into our world and then take it over, if you will. Here in Canada, everything was being turned over put on technology instead of being put on paper. Like everything. Like we're coming to a point now where you can't even get bills anymore mailed to your house. Everything's online. We were under the impression that was all for saving our environment, saving the trees, etc. And then Trudeau was like, do you know what would be a really great idea? If we had cardboard straws. Have you ever tried to drink an iced coffee with a cardboard straw, by the way? It is not a fun experience. I'm just saying. Cardboard straws are dumb. And I've often wondered to myself now, just silly things like this. Like, why would we put everything on computers to save paper and then go to cardboard straws over plastic straws? Seems silly. There has to be another material that we could all be using or something. So, at first it sounds like he is going to make sense. But as we know, it's going to all go wrong.
Bastards. These people are going to be pumping it down your throat for years now. They're making so much money with this stupid nonsense. It's unbelievable. But meanwhile, we have people out with millions of people out there with leaf blowers, blowing leaves and wasting gas and blowing out. Are there any on the leaf blowers? Let me ask you a question. Do they have any type of emissions?
Biden, do you hear that? Cece wants you to go after all of the leaf blowers.
No. They stink up the whole fucking block. You see how ironic and bullshit this
Me too.
nonsense is that this administration has put about? That they don't even know what the hell they're talking about. They're going to make everything electric by 2030? Good fucking luck! That's right. It's about as true as landing somebody on the moon. Okay.
Oh, and here we go. The moon landing wasn't real. That conspiracy theory, a lot of the flat earthers believe in. They really do. It also appears to be a QAnon thing.
To get back into Artemis, we
Artemis.
have in the flat Earth community have some problems.
Guys, that's not good. Cece's having some problems in the flat earth community, which, I mean, that could be why Christmas made him so mad. Maybe he's angry. Maybe he was naughty, right? Keeps talking about ballers. Maybe he was naughty. And so he's worried that Santa isn't going to come and bring him Christmas presents this year, and he won't get any from his fellow flat earthians because he's having some problems with them, right?
With Artemis. And
yeah, he's also worried about not returning to Artemis.
just start off with the construction of the rocket. It looks like a joke anyway, but it's very aerodynamic, isn't it? Now remember, aerodynamic is just for the atmosphere of Earth, okay?
Yeah, here's the thing. If we were going to be insulting rockets, I really hope you went to the site of the rocket, because according to you, pictures don't prove it. So how come the pictures are real and the video feeds are real when you want to see something to say it's not real? But then when it comes to the shape of the earth, they're all fake. This is selective.
That's all that's the purpose is. Because once
we selectively pick the evidence that we use on the flat earth.
You're in space, you might as well be in a fucking Borg ship. It doesn't matter. Okay? Aerodynamics don't take effect.
Oh, we're getting there, Joe.
But before we get into space, let's talk about getting to space. All right?
Okay, that's fair. Before we are in space, let's worry about how we're getting there. Apparently, it's not going to be in Elon Musk's Tesla, by the way.
This is an interesting point. NASA likes to arch over in all of their launches. Because it's a dome up there, but see, I got started already. They like
because it's a dome. There, see, got started already. Funny, CC, funny.
Like to arch over and claim they like to loop around the Earth to build up speed to shoot off into space. We have a
How do you not how does that make no sense to him?
problem with that.
Okay.
Because the GoPro rocket that was launched, first off, went straight up. But the problem is the fact that it just stopped. Okay? What?
You just answered your own question. It went straight up and then stopped. Jesus Christ.
Whether that was the dome or some sort of barrier up there, I have no fucking idea.
Yes. There's a barrier up. You caught us. You caught us, Cece. The whole world. We're in a conspiracy where it's actually the Earth is like a snow globe. So yeah, you go straight up, you hit the barrier, and then you fall back down. You caught us and NASA. The government, everyone's in on it, except for you and your flat Earth friends. We're all just playing a big prank on you. See, that's it. Just a big prank on you.
All right, but my point is, it stopped. So anything with a rocket at some point stops. It doesn't.
It just stops. Hello, Chuck. Good to see you. He really doesn't. Like Joe says, he skipped 3rd grade science class. It's just, he just rambles. He rambles. He's like, oh, it goes straight up. Yes, there's a barrier there, Cece.
Doesn't go anywhere. So what is the point of arching? So that dismisses.
Okay, So here's the funny thing, right? Here's the funny thing. Whether there was a barrier or it was an arch with a barrier, right? Technically, they would then have to arch because they don't want to go up and hit the barrier and then fall back down, let's say, if there was one. So he goes on this big rant about how there's a barrier over top of our Earth, right? And when a rocket ship went straight up and hit it, right, it stopped. And then he's like, so I don't know why all the other rocket ships would then have to, like, go up and curve. And it's like, but you just answered your own question. Because according to you, there's a barrier there. And if they hit it, they stop, you moron. Like, what do you mean? So what makes me laugh about Cece is in his rants sometimes, he'll pose these questions. And then in his ranting about it, he almost goes to, like, answer his own question, but he's still, like, questioning it, right? And then at the end, somehow, he seems to think that he can conclude that whatever rant he just went on somehow proved that the Earth was flat more to us. Because that's what the whole channel that he has is about, right? It's all about how the Earth is flat. So it's like, no matter what the reason is, he answered his own question.
This is arching and going around the fucking spinning wet ball and off into space.
The spinning wet ball. I mean, the funny thing is when he says that, like, flat earthers, they still believe that there's some spinning going on with the Earth, right? And, like, there's still water on the fucking Earth, whether it's flat or a globe. So when he says things like spinning wet ball, I'm like, dude, I mean, it would be a spinning wet disc if you were right. So what's really the difference here?
That's all bullshit. Just by watching that one video of the GoPro rocket, of having a real rocket, an amateur rocket, granted, go off into space. I mean, not 73 miles up. That's not space, by the way, okay? 73 miles up and stops. So whatever has a rocket on it, again, there's a barrier, okay? Now, let's say for argumental sake, we do live on a spinning wet ball, okay? And going around this spinning wet ball actually gets you off into space. Then what happens?
What do you mean, then what happens? Then you go up into space, you moron.
All of a sudden, you just hit the bleeding part of space.
What? Now there's a barrier and the outside of the barrier around the Earth out in space?
The first fucking thing your ship's gonna do is stop. It's not gonna continuously go, because rockets don't work in fucking space.
Wait, what? I mean, if something happens to it or it runs out of some gas or something, maybe it'll stop. But what do you mean rockets can't go in space? All right, sir, I'm going to need you to elaborate more now on why you do not think that rockets can go up into space. I need to know.
There's no atmosphere. You can't make a flame in space. All right?
No!
I mean...
Should we tell him? Should we tell him how the astronauts do it? I'm just wondering.
I can't believe people still believe this shit. And they don't understand that none of this exists. Everything is bullshit. Okay, so let's say you're able to move in space in a rocket.
Okay.
That in the vacuum of space, and manage to have a flame and be propelled. Okay, so what are you pushing against? All right? Submarines push against the pressure of the water. Okay?
Oh my lord. Really, CC? You're gonna compare the spaceships? I swear to God, if he starts talking about there's no water in space, so he doesn't understand. I'll have an aneurysm.
That's how they're able to turn. But when you're
Okay.
in space, there is no pressure. You're in a vacuum. You're
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Really?
in nothing. There's no way of turning. Your rocket would spin like a fucking bottle top in space.
Okay, so wait. He apparently believes again that the flat earth doesn't spin. So then what the hell's spinning the rocket?
If the rocket could even be lit, it would just spin around like this. That's what it would do.
It would just spin around. That's what it would do. But nothing else in space spins, guys. Nothing else spins. But if a rocket goes up in space, it's just gonna spin around. Make that make sense.
How do you brake? What thrusters have enough power and enough fuel to brake a rocket? How do you stop? How do you maneuver this thing? Okay?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the one that made it up.
And also, let me ask you another question. Since this was an unmanned ship.
Wait, listen. Do you think that we would have put the barriers up there? Like I don't understand why we would have the answer.
The Artemis. How are they able to even control this fucking thing by remote with 280,000 miles away? You remember your little remote control car? Yeah, that little buggy that you had, that little thing. If you went away like 100 feet, lost connection. If you had,
Are you kidding me right now, CZ? You can't actually believe that. Come on now.
your drone up too far, lost connection. But yet we have the technology to have the power to control something that's 268,000 miles away, just like the buggies on the moon. Yes, yeah.
Oh God, here we go. He's talking about buggies on the moon now.
On Mars, yes, we are able to control those through the radio waves. Now, remember, the radio waves are going through the atmosphere, through the Van Allen belt. Okay, yes, the Van Allen belt is poisonous.
That's it.
And they've been trying to figure out how to get past that barrier for years. What? Wait a minute. What did we do in 1969? Where did we go?
What did we do in 1960? Now he's like, haha, I've also proven that the moon landing didn't happen.
Didn't we go through the Van Allen belt like 6-7 times? No problem. And all the astronauts are alive, aren't they?
Well, I mean, not according to you.
Alive and kicking. So, stopping in space is like being or ice. All right, let's talk about ice for a minute. You're in a car and you're on a lake, and it's all ice. Okay, and you have no traction. You know, you've got none of those snow.
And he links to his channel. I just put it in the chat for you, my dude. He is the best one. It's CC4561. Since YouTube has changed, and now it's like all by the @ and so you have to know that, I guess, to tag or look up the person. So it's CC4561. He is the best one, the best flat earther, most known right now too. He's great. Oh, sorry. There is no need to stop in space. No. Like he doesn't understand that unless you're going to the moon, but then he doesn't believe in the moon landing. So it's like, okay. So now he's going to connect all this stuff to claim that this all somehow proves that the Earth is flat and also the moon landing doesn't happen, because he's been all about 1969 this whole last month here.
Things on your tires. You just have regular tires and you're traveling. And you brake. And the car, it doesn't stop. Okay?
No problem,
What's going to stop that car? Okay? Gravity, right? But gravity doesn't exist.
Ah! Sorry. Oh my God. Gravity doesn't exist. Gravity. He says gravity doesn't exist. There it is. This man drives me nuts. If gravity doesn't exist, CC, listen, how come you and your car are not like flying around right now? Based on like the way you see physics and everything. Jesus Christ.
All right. That's what people would say. But my point is, you would just slide on that ice, and that's exactly what you would do when...
So again, why are you not just sliding through the air right now instead of driving on a road?
Space. There's no way of stopping anything in space, slowing it down, turning it, maneuvering it. It's impossible. You can't do that in space. And if you can, prove to me. Give me a fucking equation. Write down an equation that figures out how you stop in space.
Math, it's the answer to everything.
How you turn and maneuver a spacecraft in space. How is...
Do you know what? There is math for this, by the way. They have a lot of math that goes into explaining aerodynamics even, and how airplanes fly and where they have to fly on the Earth. We've actually gone into it because Cece's done similar rants like this about airplanes flying and whatnot. So, like, I'm not a math girl. I'm not that into science just because I'm regarded. But I assure you, there actually is a formula out here that would explain this. Now, as Joe says, it's more advanced than 1 + 1. So I don't know if Cece would be able to comprehend it properly, even if it was like shown to him and explained to him. Based on his ramblings, I doubt it. And based on the fact so many of us have explained like aerodynamics to him, right? Just to explain to him how airplanes fly, because he doesn't like get it. And it's a very similar rant to this one, where, you know, he goes on, oh, well, how does it fly around the Earth and all this crap, right? So I have actually like gone through that and been like, this is why they build the airplanes like this in certain shapes. And they fly so far above the Earth to a special area almost in the sky. I'm regarded right now. I can't describe it properly. I'm just so mad this man said gravity isn't fucking real, okay? But this is what I mean. Like, he goes on these rants and he'll be like, oh, there's no proof. There is a formula that proves this. There is. But again, as Chuck says, even if we showed it to him, even if we explained it, like, I swear to God, people have done it before in the past. This is not his first time being like, rocket ships can't go on space. Not at all, especially since he talks so much about like the moon landing not being real. He's done this rant a few times. So many people have explained it to him. And that's what he ends up chalking it up to. As Chuck says, he just chalks it up to lying from NASA. Oh, you got that information from there. So therefore, it's just automatically a lie. And I mean, let's be real, there aren't that many places that are going up into space right now.
Is it possible? Tell me how a fucking rocket works in space.
We have, I promise you, between all of the people that have reacted to this, sir, we have.
Okay, because we've already done the vacuum shit. All right? The vacuum stuff proves it right there. You can't even fly a helicopter, for Christ's sake, if there's no air. You can't light a rocket off without air. You need oxygen. wake the fuck up. I thank you for subbing and thank you for viewing my videos. Let me be a part of your life.
Yeah, that pissed a lot of people off. I also made a video on that because that was just ridiculous. And that also has, like, that had nothing to do with his Flat Earth series. Like, I was like, dude, C19 being real or not, it doesn't have anything to do with the Flat Earth. So I don't even know why you feel the need to do that video, okay? You should. I'll come watch it. But yeah, so that was a whole rant. And if you remember, this began by him stating, this all started because of this.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's 12/1/22. We're right in the thick of it, this silly season. You know when that is, right? That's when Santa Claus visits your house and comes and gives them Christmas gifts. And yeah, oh man, I almost lost it yesterday.
See? That's what started this. Fucking Christmas. This man started off this video talking about Christmas and somehow ended up getting mad and then going on a whole rant about how rockets don't go into space. It's like, how did we get here, CC? Let's go back to Santa Claus. I would have preferred he do a whole video about Santa Claus being real or not real over the flat earth shit. So question, if the earth is covered by a dome, where does fresh air come from? I mean, that's a good question. I mean, the trees. That's why he's so worried about them being cut down. Aha. Farts from the earth? I hope not, because then the air would be very smelly. Santa is real. Yeah, like, he should do a whole video on that. But, like, I don't know how we got from this whole, like, oh, it's silly season, which sounds fun, by the way. I mean, silly season sounds like a season where we could all have a great time. And somehow, instead of us all being silly and laughing, we literally have CC sitting here talking about how nobody can take a rocket ship up into space. And gravity isn't real. And Santa is not Hitler. Don't be mean. It's an awful thing to say, Ken. Jesus. And that there's a barrier. There's a barrier around our Earth. Which, again, okay. So that was interesting. I see that his views on flight it hasn't changed at all. He doesn't believe that people can fly. Since it was asked about his lake, I'm going to show you his channel. This is CC right here. He somehow has 3.5 thousand subscribers. Most of those are people like myself. It is. His link is at CC4561, as I said. And there is content galore for anyone that wants to talk about flat Earth. He does a really good job of having almost every single flat Earth belief that one can have. He hasn't gone live in a few years, but he is actively posting up shorts and a video. I'd say at least a couple times a week, one comes up. But this is his channel here, and the best is the About section actually says, this channel will hopefully educate you and intrigue you about the flat Earth topic. And it does. All right, he's been here since January of 2015. But then he says, if you have any questions or just need answers, my email is this. And then he leaves his phone number. I hope he's changed his number because I'm sure trolls have driven him insane. His community tab can also be quite fun. He does several posts, but not as often as he posts like videos and shorts. So like here it says, the truth is right above you at Grand Central Station. Because, you know, he's in Westchester County of New York. He cooks. Let it rest for about the time you cook it. I'm wondering how the meat rests if there's no gravity. Just saying. And thank you for letting me be a part of your life. Happy Thanksgiving. He's always very, very excited about us allowing him to be a part of his life. And of course, 2 weeks ago, he got very angry at NASA, as he usually does. Are you fucking kidding me, NASA? Hey, ballers, that's the flat disc in space. What a joke if you believe this. Truly seek help. He caught us. He caught us. Guys, look. He caught us. It's over. It's over. This is obviously not a fucking globe. I mean, look. Look, it's in the dark. He caught us. See, all of us globe earthers, all of us ballers. I like that. I'm a baller. All of us ball earthers here. He caught us, guys. He got a picture of that. He's like, look it. I got you. The one from last year looked better. He does this all the time, where he finds like these random like pictures like this. Yes, we can do that, Chuck. For sure. For sure. Set it up and then let me know when. It's over. It is. This is what I mean. Big ballers. Flat Earth callers. I don't know. But yeah, no, he obviously has caught us. So he's on it, guys. He pays attention to the NASA a lot. But he does do a lot of cooking. One day, like, I want to see if he has some like cooking videos, because that would be fun. He even has like research flat Earth, thanks CC. And I've reacted to his videos about this. This is usually when we have to talk about airplanes a lot. This is fucking an airplane. Okay? This is the jet fuel from an airplane. But CC makes all these videos and then goes off about chemtrails. So if you do like to talk about conspiracy theories and flat earthers, CC is gold. Just absolute gold. He like literally just believes in everything. Every conspiracy theory almost too, because he somehow loops it around to the flat earth. Sometimes I don't even know how he does it. I'll just be like, I don't even know how we got, like today, Christmas somehow led. We're talking about silly time. We're going to have some fun. Yay, you know? And then all of a sudden it was just like, oh, well, never mind. Never mind. Now we're literally talking about how gravity isn't real. The moon landing didn't happen. And whatever other bullshit he's gone on about.
I'm not real.
You're not real? Are you the flat earth? Excuse me. I'm still like sick. I'm sorry, guys. My voice is still really, really hoarse from this. Now, one of the best videos, I'm going to admit, that I have seen of CC's in a long time is he decided just recently, I guess, that the moon is fake. And he has posted a video called Merge on Our Flat Earth. And it's amazing. It's beautiful. So let's react to that now.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris. From New York, Westchester County.
Yo, CC, can you let the noise go by or close the window? It is hot, Joe.
10:23. 22.
I never understand why he says the time. Like, I don't know. I get the date, I guess. Where he's from. He likes to dox himself. Okay, whatever. That's your problem, CC, not mine. But it's like... It's like, I don't know why he says the time. Does it matter what time of the day it is? Especially when he wishes everyone good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Like, I don't think it does. It's just so weird to me. Have you been taking multivitamins, Queen of Spade? They help me when I feel under the weather. Yes, especially vitamin C. I usually take extra vitamin C stuff when I'm sick. I got like the worst flu. It wasn't COVID because I tested and it was negative. So I got that like flu. I could barely breathe. I was like so dizzy, dead on the couch for like a week, which I never get sick for longer than a couple days. So it was bad. And that was over a week ago now. That like on the weekend, it was a week. I got it like not the Friday just passed, the one before. And I just haven't gotten better. Like I'm still really congested and then my voice is still like really hoarse and it won't change. It probably doesn't help. I never shut up though. Let's be honest.
You'll love that camera. You see, here, there's a moon that I'm focusing on. Okay? And the problem that I have
Right?
is I'm
Oh.
to focus in on a
Vertical phone.
on a moon that's 263,000 miles away. That's only 53 miles in diameter. Yes. You can see it. And why is that? How can I focus in on with my...
Okay, so what's funny about this is CC recorded this video of the moon. Obviously, like, of it, I don't know if he was just standing outside recording it. I don't know if he recorded it off of a video or whatever. But you can just hear him the whole time like Darth Vader. Like the whole time. That's all you hear, right? And then he has himself up in his vertical videos, which for some reason flat earthers all record on their phone, all vertical videos. It drives all of us insane. And then he's like talking over his breathing. That sounds like Darth Vader. So I can't help it. I apologize. But this is how it goes. He doesn't apparently know that there is a mute button, Joe. Or that you can turn off the sound in the moon video. Cece, you should hit me up. You can come on my channel, do an interview, explain to us all why the earth is flat, and then I'll even give you some tips on how to make the videos better. How about that? Fair trade, Cece. Fair trade.
camera, which is not a telescope, by the way. It's something that's 53...
All right, so Chuck says this is recorded off his balcony. Okay, I do know that he does go outside a lot and record it. So you're probably right. But yeah, that's him breathing the whole damn time.
miles in diameter on something that's 263,000 miles away. Doesn't make any sense.
What?
Just like the ISS traveling up.
Oh,
there.
God.
Okay.
It doesn't make any sense. Just like the ISS. Here we go.
By the moon. Yeah, how could you...
Hold on to your rocket ship, kid.
Well, again, we have pictures, we have video of something that's a couple hundred miles.
Chuck, he did not record my anus. But yeah, he did record the planet. I saw that too.
Up in the atmosphere, supposedly.
Yeah, right. Darth Vader got me there.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
These are a lot closer than you think. The moon is a plasma of some sort. I don't know what that is. I mean, it's just there. You know, is it being projected? I don't know.
The moon is fake, he says. Is it being projected? Now, remember, in past videos, he doesn't understand how people can, like, control things that are way up in the sky. Or how we could, like, properly capture planets and whatnot from Earth with certain cameras and that kind of thing, right? He doesn't believe in any of that. But now he wants to believe that the moon is fake And that I'm assuming there's a projection screen on that barrier he invented. And that we're just projecting an image up there. Okay, CC. Make that make sense. Like, okay, that's what we're doing. And then every so often, somebody walks in front of it. And that's actually what a lunar eclipse is. Telling you.
Is it off of the ice dome? I don't know. I don't know. All I know is it's not a tangible object. It's not something you land on.
Maybe.
They'll be kicking the can.
Is that how you recorded my anus?
We think eventually we'll get out to this supposed space that doesn't exist.
So it doesn't make sense that we could see the moon, but he's also recording the moon. So just, it's a lot to take in.
Anyway, the starburst is the Tycoon crater. It's 53 miles in diameter. I'm not sure what crater I actually zoomed in on. It's right on that crescent right there.
Okay, so he's claiming that there's a crater on the crescent. All right, and that he zoomed in on it. Which I'm not sure if that's true, but I guess we'll go with you on that one, Cece. Let's see where he takes us. We always go on a great journey over here with Cece.
But, I mean, it's really neat. You're looking at it right now. I mean, it's beautiful.
Really neat.
You gotta love HD. We caught up. HD cameras have caught up with the lie that they've been spewing.
Okay, Cece, we get it. You're not being sponsored by the camera. You can calm down.
For so long. And since they've been spending all of this money and collecting all of our money, why can't they zoom in, and give us a nice digital picture? I mean,
oh my God, Cece, even if they gave us a digital picture, you would just say it's fake. How many times does that happen? So many times. Every time that someone provides you with a picture of the Earth, the moon, the sun, it doesn't matter, a planet. You go on about how it's fake. So this is what I mean. One day, all the pictures of things are fake, and then the next day, you want a picture as evidence. Makes no sense. Make up your mind.
I'm talking zooming in. I'm not talking look at this
No one can zoom in like Cece zooms in.
bullshit with these little black spots that are on there. I'm talking actual zoom in and show me the Apollo 11 shuttle. Show it to me. Show me the blast crater. Oh, there isn't any blast crater. Oh, fuck. That's right. So you're talking about...
Oh, man, damn it. In the middle of the night when the moon was up, and it was only a crescent, Cece could not find the crater. And therefore, he says it's not real. Apparently it doesn't, Ken. Excuse me, aren't you listening? Tell Ken to focus. He's apparently not listening. The craters are not real, Ken. The moon is not real. It's a projection on a screen in the sky. Like I said, probably on the barrier that he invented.
All of that fuel that was blasted out on the bottom and didn't create a crater at all. No, it was just put there.
Okay, wait. So now you're talking about how fuel should have created a crater on the moon, but it didn't. But then the craters on the moon are not real if they're there. We just can't make this man happy.
Stupid. Anyway, here's the new one.
Did you see the way he just over-shouldered that? Like he's acting like he doesn't care now. It's like, yeah, Cece, you did a whole video about how the moon wasn't real because you don't care about any of this. Sure thing, bud.
I'm quite happy with Unfortunately, it didn't come. It came with the skin. The griddle, but it didn't come with the air fryer. That's right.
Now we're talking about his air fryer. Oh yeah, on the dome. Yeah, apparently. I'm assuming, because like, where else would we hang the screen to project the moon onto it? It's projected on the glass dome. Maybe it's maybe we don't even have it on a screen. CC researched the type of fuel used. It would not create a crater. Shh. Don't tell him that. He'll get very upset. CC knows everything on our flat Earth.
So I'm going to have to go back to PC Richards. That's not where I got this from. I got it from
He's having a hard time figuring out the air fryer. So, I mean, there's not much hope for this man. I mean, let's be honest, guys, okay? Even his wife called him an idiot. So, there's not much hope for him.
And get the air fryer. Looking forward to it. Get some wings.
Awesome.
I've been cooking for 20 years.
Now he's talking over himself. And somehow the moon video is louder than the other video. But I mean, I guess it doesn't matter since he is just talking about his air fryer, though.
All right.
You need a good oven. All right, so when you revert the moon
What?
on your camera and you look at these spots that are on there, it kind of looks like the continents, right? Look.
Yeah.
Just take a flat Earth map and then take a picture.
Take a flat Earth map. Okay? Where do I get one of those? The fucking moron store?
Of the moon. Put them side by side. You'll see what I'm talking about. Now, what I love about it is the creator, of course, has a nice little sense of humor. He doesn't know.
Yeah, the creator has a nice sense of humor. Oh, we're getting a new commercial probably tomorrow, Joe. But yeah, I mean, okay. Well, at least we left the air fryer topic and we're back on the moon now.
Full zone.
Huh? Pause it over yourself.
Don't talk about this storm.
All I know is it's been created with a two-dimensional side. So it actually
It's only two-dimensional, the moon.
does look like two dimensions. And that's easy
Or is it in two dimensions? We would know, except we had CC talking over CC in the video here.
to do. Any painter will be able to tell you. I can't paint at all, so don't listen to me when it comes out of it.
Well, yeah, totally. Yeah, no, you explained that well.
But ask any professional artist. You can make whatever you want.
Oh my God, you're right. A professional artist drew the moon.
To look with the human eye, it'll look real.
Oh my God, what if a professional artist also drew the globe Earth?
I don't know if you understand what I'm getting at right now, but
I mean, I understand what you're getting at. It's just you're fucking stupid. What artist do you think drew the moon? Was it Picasso? Is that why there's craters everywhere? I was wondering, do you have one in mind?
while I was taking that video, I was huffing and puffing because I wanted to scream out to the world, look at this.
Okay. I mean, I don't suggest screaming from your balcony about the moon. Or maybe you should. That might be some fun, actually. Can you record that for us?
Look at this.
Look at this! Right? I don't know. Quote at the end. That pretty much like sums up Cece. Like, you might as well just come on here and be like, listen, the earth is flat. I don't know. Thank you for being a part of my life. Like,
See, the crescent moon is unbelievable.
it is unbelievable, especially to CC here that just thinks the whole moon is fake.
It really shows, the flag, of course,
This is sarcasm. We can see the flag, he says.
countries and I was really hoping to get like the star in the background. I wish
The star in the background.
I could have gotten that. Okay.
So do I. I mean, next time maybe Photoshop it in. I wouldn't put that past you either soon.
Keep trying.
He's going to keep trying. Because again, this whole channel of his is dedicated to proving to all of us that the earth is flat.
All right, anyway, look,
All right, anyway, look, I know you told us all to look at it.
I thank you for subbing your favorite view of my videos. Let me be a part of your life.
What? Okay. So I guess now I have never actually heard Cece straight up come out here and be like, guys, the moon is not real. But here we are. He now believes that the moon is not real, that it was projected, possibly drawn by an artist. We have yet to find out what artist, but I would like him to let us all know. I bet he really liked the TV show Under the Dome that was on years ago, most likely. There's a few like flat earthy TV shows. I'm thinking about reacting to some in future. Let me know if you want me to. So the next one that I just want to laugh at with you guys is actually called Lost Soul on Our Flat Earth. And it's only 52 seconds. So I'm just going to let it sort of play through and then we can all laugh at it together.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's 9/17/2022. See, now this is what I'm talking about, okay? I don't know what to tell these people, these NPCs. These people that are just lost, gone. I just don't know what to tell them at all. Just be careful right here. You got the mask on, right? It's good.
Did you catch that? That's right. He doesn't know what to tell us people that are lost and gone.
I don't know what to tell these people, these NPCs, these people that are just lost, gone.
Lost and gone. We're the ones that are lost and gone now, apparently.
I just don't know what to tell them
How about you just shut up? That might be a better idea.
at all. Just be careful right here.
Just be careful. Right here. Well, what would we need to be careful of? Well, apparently COVID, and it's CC spreading it around.
You got the mask on, right?
Got the mask on, right? Got the mask on, right? Too bad I couldn't have given him the OG C19. Oh shit, game over, man. So he's like, you gotta be careful, gotta beware over here. There's this person wearing a mask. They're the ones we need to be scared of.
It's good.
It's good. A little head thing. Did you guys see that? His little head dip here that he does. A little nod. Like, you guys see that? You guys see that crazy lady on the mat with the mask on that you gotta beware of? You see her? It's to control us. COVID-19, man. It was to control us, man. The government, man. They want to put chips in us because they're lying to us about the flat earth. So they made it up, dude. You don't need a mask. You don't need a mask. Get here just in time to check out that epic hair. Yes, that too. It is very epic. Good to see you, Freddie. So yes, Joe, his beliefs on C-19 has not changed. He still very strongly believes that it's an issue. I just have a question for you guys too about this gentleman here. Because what the hell is this shit?
There we go. Perfect. All right.
He's got some major hair. All right.
See, they inverted the pictures back in 1913 when they built this. Which, I don't know how the fuck they did that. Considering I can't even do it right now with our technology.
You can't do much, Cece. Let's be real. Well, Chuck, at least you're smarter. Like, what is he doing? What is this through? Joe, that is exactly what we're looking at. He went to Grand Central Station to take pics of the ceiling and talk about how he doesn't know what's going on. Is it really that hard to figure it out? You don't know about carving. Even Jesus wasn't fucking carved. Even that you could. What is wrong with you? What does this have to do with the flat earth? What the hell is this? We don't know. That is very nice. Just like, why? 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 Again, we'll never know. There's no explanation as to what this is other than he doesn't know how it happened. And somehow, because that got made, it means that there's a flat earth. Illuminati confirmed. I don't know what he's trying to do. I don't know either. I'm like, Chuck says, I refer to my earlier comment. I don't know. And sometimes I wish that CC would just honestly be like, I don't know. I have no clue. None whatsoever. All right, I need to go and grab a coffee. So we are just going to have a quick little break, and I shall be right back. Please enjoy the Bare Naked Lady.
All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's all bullshit. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's 10.612. It's all bullshit. All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's 10/1/22. Welcome to October. It's all bullshit. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's 10/16/22. Everybody's good. I thank you for so everything you review my videos and being a part of your life. It's all bullshit. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. 9/17/2022. I don't know what to tell these people, these NPCs. These people that are just lost. Gone. Be careful right here. You got the mask on, right? It's good. These people that are just lost. Gone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC Chris from New York.
These people that are just lost, gone.
1023. You see, here, there's a moon that I'm focusing on. To look with the human eye, it'll look real. I don't know if you understand what I'm getting at right now.
These people that are just lost, gone.
While I was taking that video, I was huffing and puffing because I wanted to scream out to the world. Look at this. Look at this. Alright, anyway, look, I thank you for subbing. I think if you have my videos, let me be a part of your life. Bullshit.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's 12.
Hello, I have returned. No, Joe, I did not go and grab a coffee. The good news is I'm down to 2 a day again, 3 at the most. I was up to 6, and it was too much for me. So I have a video from Cece now. Let's just get right into it. I feel like we've had a good little break here. We got to listen to some bare naked ladies, and yes, they did sing the Big Bang Theory song, and also that Flat Earth song, which I really like. And Joe, it might get pulled, but I don't think so. I have some tricks up my sleeve. Just saying. So Cece's next video that I want to watch is called Lies on Our Flat Earth. Let's find out what we're apparently lying about. We're all friends
Good morning,
here.
good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's 11/12/22. This date actually is very significant to me.
He's like getting angry at the alarms going off in the background.
Maybe if you get to know me better, I'll tell you about it.
Okay, like, why would you bring that up? I don't get what it's like. Have you ever had one of those really annoying friends that will be like, I'm really upset, but I don't want to tell you why? It's like, okay, then why even mention that you're upset? Honestly, if you're not going to tell us and it's going to be a secret, just shut up about it. So yeah, what if I don't want to get to know you more, Cece? I know that you think that the earth is flat and the moon landing's not real and COVID-19 isn't real and you're anti-vax, and that's about all I need to know about you, sir.
However, today I want to discuss this ball.
This ball. Look, you even have a globe right there.
That's been in front of your face since preschool.
Okay.
That's right. It's been on every classroom desk. Just like the American flag.
Yes, I did. It was a good one, Chuck. It was. I recommend everyone go and subscribe to Chuck Chases the Facts. Joe, can you put his link in for me, please? Just because I'm scared to go and look it up again. I got off of YouTube and it will mess up my stream probably. Because we all know that StreamYard starts to hate me around this time.
Condition you to make you think you live on that.
Okay, so wait. Conditioned us to make us think that we live on the earth or just that we live on the earth that's shaped like a globe? You have to be a little more specific here, Cece, because with you, we just never know.
See, the
No, Joe, Chuck's channel.
thing that really disturbs me is when you're at that age, you know, when you have an authoritative figure in front of you telling you history or you know what, not telling you, preaching history and nonsense.
You almost got there. The word you were looking for was teaching.
You know, and having this behind them on their desk, it conditions you. It makes
See, Chuck, I have a globe, but that's because of my daughter. We got her one before kindergarten even, because she was interested in learning about the different parts of the world and where they were. So then the best thing to do was to get her a map of the world and a globe. So we did that. Thank you, Joe. There it is. At Chuck Chases the Facts. So he literally, like, we've had one for a while, but you see, I never have had to teach my daughter about the shape of the earth. She sort of just learned it because she learned the planets, like I said, like before kindergarten. She already knew all the planets. She's kind of always been into space. She like really loves space. It's like one of her favorite things to learn about. So of course, this is why we got her the globe and all that stuff. She just likes geography and space. And she just kind of always knew because like all the shows and everything always just kind of show it as a circle. And then she knows that I make fun of Cece and flat earthers. And she finds it funny as an 8-year-old. She's like, oh my God, there's grown-ups that think that the earth is flat. They're silly, mommy. They're so silly. So it's funny to me that even my 8-year-old daughter, you know, she gets it. These guys don't, though. And again, I don't know why they all go and get a globe being flat earthers. I do want to learn more about the flat earth map, though.
You think that you live on this, when in reality you live on a flat plane.
Yeah, so we all live on a flat plane, and our teachers, our parents, the government, NASA, everyone in the world is indoctrinating us into believing that we live on a globe-shaped earth, because all of that work needs to go into this conspiracy theory. Because why? Again, I have no clue. I keep trying to find out why, and no one can ever tell me a good enough reason as to why the whole world would get together and lie to us about this. Just saying.
This does not exist.
Oh my God, what am I on right now? Spoiler, we're just floating around in space.
This is bullshit.
Bullshit, he says. He really likes that word, bullshit. Feel like it's because that's all that comes out of his mouth.
These are lies.
These are lies.
Let's go to this little part here.
Okay.
I love this part of this ball.
He's almost like triggered. He's like, I love this part of this ball. And then like chucks his pen down.
That's all water there. Okay.
Oh my God, you mean it's an ocean? And the ocean is all water? Who knew? Hello, baby. How come you come in here and you say hello to Joe first? How's that fair? Just saying. It's because you're in the next room.
Now, I don't understand how gravity can hold trillions and billions and quadrillions of gallons of water inside of it.
He doesn't understand how gravity is holding down the water in the ocean. It should technically be just flying off the earth. And as Freddie here says, I like the logic that if the earth were spinning that fast, it would fling us all off of it. And that's his logic, as you heard. How come the earth spinning isn't flinging off all of the water in the oceans, the lakes, hell, even puddles?
No, and the top scientists can't tell us that either.
Why not? He always says things like this, like, the top scientists are wrong. NASA's wrong. They're lying to us. And I'm like, do you have any sources besides yourself? Like maybe a flat earth message board?
Can't tell us how all of this water is being held in. All the way down to the bottom down here.
But wait, I thought there was a barrier. So maybe it has something to do with that?
All of this water is being held in. Okay.
We don't
No, they
know.
can't.
I don't know.
Um,
I had 3 coffees today.
and if you look at the curvature of this ball, you should be able to see it. But we can't.
Thank you for being here, Chuck. I hope to see you again. And yes, let me know about collabing. We could make fun of Cece here. Flat Earthers have meetings all over the globe. Duh. Oh, it's funny because he has said things like that before. He's called it a globe by accident like a few times. And then he'll like stop. He kind of did it in one of the last videos we watched. And then he was like, oh, don't get me started.
Us flat earthers don't see a curve. We see flat land.
Yeah, we know. That's why you're the flat earthers. Thank you for explaining that to us, Chris.
I mean, just looking at this thing gives me a headache at this point.
He says as he stares at it.
As many years as I've been doing this, it's just, it's.
I often wonder, like, because here's the thing about Cece, all right? I always say there's a few different types of flat earthers. So you have your flat earthers that somehow got there because of some religious beliefs. Then you have flat earthers that are just kind of believing in the flat earth because they're the type of people that just like to believe in things that other people don't believe in. Almost to like troll the world, if you will. And then there's people like Cece here. Cece strongly believes that the earth is actually flat. Now, when I first started watching Cece, I have to admit, I was like, is he trolling? Because, you know, there's a lot of flat earth trolls that will kind of come out and they'll pretend to be flat earthers for a little while, just kind of troll, and then they disappear. But no, like he said, he's been doing this for years. And by doing it, he means like, to him, it's proving that the earth is flat and like speaking out against the government and NASA and all of us globe earthers. It's like, to him, it's almost like a job, you know? Like he's saving everyone from some kind of government conspiracy theory. So he strongly, strongly believes in it. And I got to be honest with you, they've done studies on flat earth beliefs a lot over the years. It's been around for a while. And most of the people that are apparently flat earthers, they are not true believers. To be honest with you, most of them end up being trolls or just people that like to believe in other things. And like, just like I said, they maybe like to debate a lot. So they know if they talk about how the earth is flat, then it will get them into many debates. So those things exist. Like I said, that's most of the flat earth community. Excuse me. But Cece here, no. He's a real believer. He is someone that has poured years, blood, sweat, and tears into believing that the earth is flat and then proving it to people. And sometimes I wonder, what would happen if all of us actually did eventually prove to this man that the earth was not flat? Because, like, look at how defeated he seems here. Like, just looking at this freaking globe on his counter here. Which, by the way, he does most of his videos in his kitchen or his car. They're his 2 favorite places to record. So we see this kitchen a lot. Let's all give it up to his wife. Because one thing I will say is at least she keeps it clean. And she also thinks he's an idiot because of these beliefs, by the way. His wife is a globe earther, which is funny. So every time he goes on these rants, like, damn you, globe earthers, I mean, technically, he's also talking about his wife. I'm just saying. I feel like his whole world, though, would come crashing down. Like, for Cece, the Earth can't be a globe. Even if we proved it to him, he's almost put in so much time and energy and believes this so strong that I don't personally think that he'll ever change. Maybe you guys don't agree, but let me know what you think. Because I've been thinking about this for a little while, and I'm like, I don't think we could ever prove it to him. He has so much writing on this.
A diagram that is such a lie, that's such bullshit that you were brought up with. And it's neat, isn't it? Look at it. It's all set up here on a nice little copper thing and all this other bullshit. But that is a lie.
You're the one that bought that globe. He's acting like all globes are the same now. Like, you buy a more expensive, better one then. Jesus, Cece.
And they have to control you somehow or another. And that's the beginning.
I wonder, Joe.
And I'm trying to make sense of all of this, when you're a kid.
See, here's the thing. I've been trying to make sense of all of this as an adult, and I still don't know, again, why they would all be lying to us that the Earth is flat. Like, if the Earth was flat, why would that need to be a secret? What would it really change? You know what I mean?
And you're looking at that thing. And subconsciously, you have to realize that this is conditioning. This is a condition.
I mean, is he right that we do get conditioned technically to believe in these things to an extent? Although, for the most part, when it comes to the truth, like the Earth is a globe, that's not like conditioning. That's just teaching us. But of course, Cece here is going to make it sound, again, like it's some big conspiracy theory that the government, NASA, and all the teachers are in on. So it's like conditioning, like indoctrination. But really, I would argue that the flat Earth area is more of a cult than the rest of us are. Who's being indoctrinated here for real?
Okay. It's in all the movies. It's in all the videos. It's in everything. This big fucking lie. To make you think you're going to outer space. To make you think.
Hey, like, I've never thought that. I know that some kids grow up and they're like, I want to be an astronaut. But like most people are growing up like, I'm going to go to outer space. So I don't, whatever, Cece.
Maybe if you become an astronaut, you might colonize Mars or other planets.
Okay, listen, just because Elon Musk is out here doing that stuff doesn't mean we all wanted to be an astronaut. Jesus.
But the seriousness is that they've lied to you. And it's all bullshit. We've only done...
Shit, I was supposed to be taking this seriously. He says it's all bullshit.
Down 8.5 miles. We don't know what any of the layers are of what we live on, what you stand on.
But we do, though. They've literally done lots of studies on this. You can learn. My daughter is learning about this in school, like right now. The different layers in the Earth. What do you mean?
Right now, we don't know what the gravity
Dude, that's literally from like grade 3 to grade 5 here. That's what you learn about. So I don't know.
Is how gravity works. If they did, we'd have anti-grav cars all over the place.
Nobody knows how gravity... Yes, people do know how gravity works. It's been explained several times, sir. Jesus.
We don't.
Yes, you do. We do.
Sorry,
we do.
All this bullshit, all these lies, for so many years now.
This is how I feel about you, Cece.
They figured this out.
Damn it, he figured us out.
Yes, they did. Right when that treaty was signed,
Now they've signed a contract to do the conspiracy theory that the Earth is a globe, guys. We signed it. They signed a treaty.
No entering Antarctica. Can't go down there. Unless if you're chaperoned. Like a child.
But there's different reasons for that than this conspiracy theory.
Because if you believe in this, you are a child.
Really? That's what we're going. If you believe in the globe Earth, you are a child. He did skip all science classes in grade and middle school and high school. I'm starting to wonder if he went to school at all. And he thinks he sounds brilliant. He really does. Like, he does have this certain arrogance about him, doesn't he? Where when he's talking about these things and he's tapping his little pen on the globe there, it's almost like he has this esque about him, like, I got him. I figured them all out. I'm going to break up their conspiracy theory and prove the Earth is flat. And it's like just him rambling about how no one's ever proven gravity's real. And we're like, no, there's been a lot of proof about that. Have you researched that at all? Or are you just rambling in your kitchen again?
And if you don't wake up soon, I'll tell you.
Okay, if we don't wake up soon, you'll tell us.
What a pathetic display.
Pathetic. Are you not going to tell us then?
Anyway, I thank you for subbing. I thank you for viewing my videos and let me be a part of your life.
Oh. Well. I guess not. I guess now we will never know, guys. We are just never going to know now what will happen if we don't all wake up soon. I guess too bad for us. This one is called God is What They're Hiding on Our Flat Earth. So see, like, this is what I mean. We've been sitting here and we've all been wondering, right? Why would the world lie to us? Let's say the Earth is flat. Why would everyone want to lie about the Earth being flat, right? What is it that they're actually hiding? Like, we've had several questions about this. According to Cece, I guess, it is God. So, my atheist ass wants to watch this now.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County.
Hello. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it may be. Queen of Spade here from Ottawa and Carlson County. It is now 8:59 p.m. on Wednesday, December 7th, 2022. And we are reacting to you.
It's 10/16/22.
I need to try harder, Joe.
You know,
No, I don't know, Cece. Tell us.
I bought that camera for my own interest because, I mean, I know everything is flat. I know we live on a flat plane. I know we're covered with a dome and everything up there. It's just an amazing light show.
He knows all that, guys. He knows it.
But, you know, when you actually see it for yourself, you know, and you see stars and these fake planets.
The fake planets. Except Earth isn't fake, because we're like on that one, it's just flat.
That are supposedly trillions and trillions of light years away, and these planets are a couple 100,000 miles away or whatever.
And only his camera can capture this. And the moon and the sun.
Whatever it may be.
I know you do, Joe.
It like sinks in, you know.
I laugh at it every time because I know what you do it.
and it speaks to you.
Whoa, wait a minute. The sky's speaking to you. You might have other problems going on here, Cece.
You see, us flat earthers know there's a God. That's right.
Oh,
Okay. God has created all of this. God has created you. God has
so why did God create the conspiracy then? And want to hide the flat earth from us? I need to know this. And all the religious people out here are like, leave Jesus out of your shit, Cece.
created what you're walking on right now. Okay, and that's what they're hiding from you. Because they don't want you to know that there is a high.
So wait, you're telling me that they have the Catholic and the Christian religion, but they're hiding the flat earth because they don't want us to know that God is real. Even if I believed in God, that would make no sense, Cece.
Higher up that created everything.
Okay.
That created all of this.
So, wouldn't it be that weird then, let's say, that the earth would be a globe? Just wondering. Why did God hate circles?
And that is the ultimate goal, to keep it a secret.
At least now we know. I mean, I've been out here wondering for ages, what is the goal? What is this conspiracy theory, like, even created for? Right? Like, why does it exist? Now we know. They don't want us to know that God is real. Which is why we have the Vatican.
To make you think you live on some accident. That you're no hope. But you're far more than what you think you are. You gotta think about it. Think about when...
Ha!
I can get into so much shit, but I mean, you know, when you really, really want something, all of a sudden it magically appears, right? Something small, like a parking spot or a meter you're pulling up to, all of a sudden has change in it. And it has time. Little things like that. So you're capable of a lot more than you think. But everybody else wants you to make you think you're incapable of doing anything but be a slave. So don't be a slave. Wake up. Wake the fuck up. Find yourself. Figure out what you live on. And understand what we live on. A flat earth. There is no space. There are no stars out there. There's no kill you, no meteors, nothing. The only thing that controls you are the people that are taking your money from your pocket. As a slave, that's what controls you. I thank you for something. I think if you view my videos, they'd be a part of your life.
All right, so now we know. Now we know that according to Cece, they are hiding the flat earth from us to prove to all of us that the earth is, that God is real, I guess, or something like that. I wonder what his wife said when he decided one day that the earth was flat. That had to have been a funny conversation. See, I'm not really sure, but I do know that she called him an idiot. So there is that. That is from an actual stream that he did, where they literally was like, you're an idiot, she said to him. She wanted him to get off. Stop talking about the flat earth. Hello, QC Gamer. Oh, the good old CC and his dramatic pauses. Priceless. Always, especially when you get him talking about God and flat earth at the exact same time. And yes, he apparently says he's been there since 2015. And he has been uploading videos like nonstop for at least the last like 4 years that we could find. But yes, she calls him an idiot over it all the time. All the time. Yeah, he does have his actual phone number, I think. So I mean, it's on there. I often say I hope that he's changed his number because you gotta know some trolls called him, okay? Listen. If Kiwi Farms ever finds out that this sir is on here talking about God and the earth being flat and how gravity isn't real, he's going to get all kinds of prank phone calls that I don't even want to think about. All right? So I'm assuming that some trolls have probably already gotten to him and hoping he's changed his number. But I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that Cece here is going to give us some advice on our flat earth. Everyone could use Cece's advice. As we all know, nobody. Listen, Ken. Listen, Ken. Don't you dare. This is my lol cow, damn it. No, but everyone knows that Cece here, just like Shani, is definitely someone who you would want to come to and get advice from.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County.
From New York, Westchester County, so he also doxes himself in every single video. It's quite lovely.
It's 11/19/22. Okay,
I'll just do it myself, Ken, damn it.
That,
I already have Dark Ninja threatening to out my Kiwi Farms account. I was like, oh no, don't do that.
into the Thanksgiving week, okay? And these are,
I do.
these are trigger points I'm going to point out to you. And I'm not talking to the people that have been doing this for several years. I'm talking about the flat earthers that have just gotten into this, you know?
Okay, listen, guys. I have to know. I have to know. Yes, Joe, that's the one thing, is that he does always at least keep his kitchen clean, which is more than we can say about all the rest of the lol cows. Usually their kitchens are very gross. Have you ever seen Chantel Foodie Beauty's kitchen? Have you ever seen Shani's kitchen? See, just as an example. I'm sure Negs' kitchen is gross too. I'm just saying. He maybe does dishes, but that's it. But they keep their kitchen clean. But I need to know, like right now, if there are a lot of new flat earthers that are joining. I want to have a talk. I just have some questions. Like to know who they are. Because I don't see a lot of new people coming around right now going, I think the earth is flat. It tends to be boomers. Even he's a boomer.
I think that they can possibly explain to somebody in 8 minutes everything they learned in the last 2 years.
I just want to know who's asking them to.
It's impossible. There's no way.
Are they supposed to? Is this like an MLM where you like become a flat earther and then you have to go around and do a pitch to other people and make them a flat earther?
Okay, what are you going to bring up with somebody?
I don't know, Joe. I saw DC's house and it wasn't that clean either. I'm just saying. I don't think so.
About flat Earth?
Flat Earth.
Okay. You gonna bring up NASA? Maybe. Possibly. You know, what, but you see, these are things that you have to look for when you're talking to your relative that you haven't seen in 2 years that have been locked up. And now they're finally getting out.
Again, that is in reference to the pandemic and all of us, having to stay inside for a big long time. Now he's like, oh, now we are all out in the world and we need to talk about the flat earth.
Yes, this is probably the first Thanksgiving that you've seen these people for the last 2 years. Everybody's been locked up in some cell in their apartment.
And apparently, while Cece was locked up in some cell, probably in this kitchen making these videos, tapping his pen up against the globe, he just dove deeper into this conspiracy theory. There is a dude who's 20-something at work and believes the flat earth BS. Really? That's surprising. I would hope that, the future generations wouldn't be the stuff. My 8-year-old thinks they're silly. Maybe she can come and talk to him and tell him about how the earth is a globe.
I can't go out because of this bad, mysterious hair, which I don't know where it is.
He's like, I don't know how viruses work. How do airborne viruses work? What the hell? The air isn't real, just like gravity isn't real. If you can't see it, it isn't real. But God is real.
Is it here? I don't know. It should be.
What are you breathing? How are you getting oxygen to the brain? Do you know what? Maybe that's the exact issue. He doesn't have enough.
Wake the fuck up, people. Okay, I'm sorry.
What? Well, okay, at least you apologized. Okay, we got the scammer's throat clear.
So what are you going to do? My recommendation to you is to keep your mouth shut.
What?
A couple of trigger points you got to watch out for.
Oh. So, are you saying then that people shouldn't tell relatives that they're a flat earther? There is a VR video taken from Space Station you can watch. It's incredible. I watch a lot of stuff on space. Hello, Auntie. Good to see you. Aw. I'm sorry it was a disappointing day. That sucks. William Betty was one of the first people to get the vaccine because of his job. But that's what I mean, right? I have to wonder about that. I'm like, Cece, didn't you have to get vaccinated, though? You're lying and not telling people some things, I believe, Christopher. It's a Chris thing.
Number one, Trump. Of course. This is
Trump,
something
of course.
trained. That the media has been training you for 5-6 years now.
That's all? Oh. Okay.
He is the cause, apparently, of the unsecure border. We all know really what happened, but that's a trigger point. Okay.
Oh, man, Auntie, I'm sorry. People suck. They're probably a flat earther.
All right. Number two. Biden is really doing a great job. I mean, he's securing all of the borders, and he's doing a fantastic job with the gas prices, and he really cares about you. That's number two.
I'm actually really surprised that he likes Biden. There was something slightly flirty about the seller. Yeah, they were a moron. They couldn't tell you that the truck had a bad motor and shot transmission before you went there and looked at it.
Shut your mouth.
Nah, I'm sorry. Jesus. He really does sound threatening in this, though, right? You shut your mouth!
Number three, Pelosi
okay.
is standing down. Okay.
3 reasons why Cece is a complete moron.
And you're gonna get somebody at the dinner table that's gonna say, "Oh, she was just such a fantastic." Sorry.
Get it out, boy.
I mean, it's just so hysterical. She's been there since 1988. Okay, all right. She's just such a
Come on, Cece, get it together. I believe in you.
fantastic person to have up there. I really am disappointed that she's leaving. That's 3.
Was that sarcasm or is he just an idiot? That's how I feel when I watch you. Yeah, I hear you.
This is a difficult one, guys. This is where you're just gonna have to bite your tongue.
Okay.
We're going to the moon. They just launched a rocket right there. Didn't you see it? That's right, they launched it. This is the first launch in 50 years.
Why would all of that stuff like trigger somebody though if they knew that the earth was flat and then just didn't believe in any of this? Like when someone talks to me about God, I don't get triggered. Like it's so weird.
They
Biting my
launched it off,
tung.
and there it is.
He told us
Going
to.
off into Never Never Land.
I'm just not
Just
good
like
at
Michael
it.
Jackson. Oh, okay. And curving off into the Atlantic Ocean. A lot of things you're gonna have to watch out for on this Thanksgiving table talk.
All right, so Thanksgiving table talk can be triggering for flat earthers. Good to know. Probably dangerous for all of us to know, but anyway.
So you new flat earthers that are out there right now,
All you flat earthers that are out there right now,
watch out.
watch out. Cece's coming for you.
Keep your mouth shut.
If you don't keep your mouth shut.
And all right, thank you for subbing. Thank you for viewing my videos. Let me be part of your life.
That's it, I guess. Right? We've shot several rockets to the moon. Yeah, well, according to him, they're all fake. Every single one of them. So I guess, I mean, we're kind of getting some, I'm not really sure what advice that was, other than how to not get triggered, I guess, on Thanksgiving if you're a flat earther and your family is not. And I don't think many people, though, really are talking about this at the Thanksgiving dinner table. But my whole thing, though, is if you are, like, you shouldn't get triggered. If you know that the earth is flat, you're like so confident, then it shouldn't trigger you. I'm just saying. That's weird. Well, bedtime for me. Good night, everyone. Good night, Joe. They brought back a lump of rock in 1984 and made a big deal out of it. Yes, for sure. For sure. And that's what I mean. There's been so much proof. It's just every time that Cece is presented with proof, he will be like, oh, it's fake. I got a couple more for us to go through. So this one is CC, where he says, according to top scientists, the Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles per hour on our flat Earth, because everything is on our flat Earth, of course.
All right.
So we've already heard from him about he thinks that the world doesn't spin. He believes that, gravity isn't real. And therefore, if the earth was spinning, right, we would fly off of it. The ocean would not be able to contain its body of water on the earth. It would just be flying out into space. Now he's going to get into more detail with that with us. So this should be fun.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's
Every video!
10/1/22.
10/1.
October
October.
You know what really disappoints me is that nobody can
Let's see, we gotta tell Chuck it wasn't January, it was October.
see this, you know, because I didn't really know about this when I was in school. You know, that the rotation of Earth. You know,
Uh-huh.
and nobody actually explained it to me at all.
That's right,
We
Ken.
just saw pictures, photographs of something spinning. A
No,
ball.
thank God.
Okay. But my problem is with the storm that's coming up from Florida.
And again, like, who are you? Like, I love it how he does these videos. And he's like, my problem is, and I'm like, okay, but like nobody asked you.
And I hope everything's all right out there.
Oh, well, isn't that nice of you? I'm wishing them well. That's lovely, asshole.
And South Carolina, much respect out there
Much respect. You're just gonna go on a big rant, okay?
too. But back to what I was talking about.
Well, I mean, that didn't last long.
Now it's here in New York.
Uh-huh.
The storm hit on Monday last week. So how is that possible? How is that possible?
Bro, are you fucking kidding me right now? Really?
That a storm can linger around with an Earth that's spinning at all of this. How many times do I have to tell fucking people this?
And again, like, who the hell is Cece? Why is it up to him? I'm just wondering. There's also the argument about if the Earth is spinning that fast, why do you land in the same place if you jump in the air? I know, it should be spinning all the way around. You should end up in a different space because the Earth is spinning that fast. It really is. I had a vegan biology teacher in junior high who was trying to make the argument that plant-based foods had more available nutrition than meat, eggs, or cheese. Oh no. Veganism is dangerous. Be wary of that. Had an interesting talk about that today.
And not only that.
Not only that.
Fuck. You know what?
Fuck, he says.
You know, if you can't grasp that, and you can't grasp chemtrails.
He just, like, gave up on us.
That. Fuck. You know what? You know, if you can't grasp that, and you can't grasp chemtrails.
Yeah, it's us that can't grasp it. We're the problem here. Because Cece here thinks that when an airplane flies through the sky and it leaves a jet fuel trail, that's them dropping chemicals on us. Jesus. And yes, there are a lot of wackos. A whole bunch of them. Especially in the US, by the way. There's a lot of like anti-vax wackos that are teachers in the US. I have an issue with that. I'm just saying. Translated to RPM, the air spins once every 24 hours. I won a lot of arguments with that one. You see, like, they don't get that.
These skies. Then
This man has one nerve.
you're lost. Good luck.
To you.
Thank you for viewing my videos. Let me be a part of your life.
He just went to explain that to us and then turned around and went, you know what? You guys are too dumb and you don't understand. So fuck it. Thank you for being a part of, I don't know how many people are going to stay a part of your life after that there, CC, sir. I'm just saying. All right, we have one more. One more to get through. Because I've been live for a little while now, couple hours. That's a long time for me. And this one, everyone, is of course about NASA, because It wouldn't be a CC reaction if we didn't laugh about that, right? And this one is called Storybook Lies from NASA. Of course, guys, on our flat Earth. I give it to thee.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC and Chris from New York, Westchester County. It's 10/26/22.
Yeah, so you'll notice this one's a little bit different. It's a little bit hard to look at. It's hard to look at because it's like two screens. And it's a short. Or at least recorded like one.
I just set the old computer up in the new office. I figured maybe I'll get a couple laughs and go onto the NASA website. And of course, it never disappoints. It really doesn't. Just want to do a rundown. Above me is a satellite picture of methane gas. Apparently they can get methane gas, and it looks like a great picture, doesn't it? Nice CGI, all that. Well, why don't they get the telescope to look at all the chemtrails that they're spraying? I don't know, just something. Or maybe look down at a town and see maybe a motion going like this. Nah, they're not going to do that. Why? Why do that?
And I just want to let you guys know this is his like latest one.
Because it's not up there. There's nothing up there. There's a dome up there, but there's nothing else. Satellites on balloons, maybe. That's really about it.
So yeah, again, his new thing is proving as well that the chemtrails are real. Yes, chemtrails. He's so brilliant, he can't make analogies or break ideas down into simple language, methinks. Of course, chemtrails, right? Wherever there's a flat earther, chemtrails are following him like they do. Satellites on balloons. Yes, satellites on balloons because, of course, rockets and satellites and all that, we cannot control them from Earth if they're in space. That's what he believes. And then he also believes that the moon is not real. So that's what he's going on about here. All of these things together apparently prove that the Earth is flat.
I took the Lucy telescope, which is apparently way out there, way out in space somewhere.
And again, that's the one that made him giggle in the one video, the Lucy telescope. He really doesn't believe in it. He doesn't believe in any of the telescopes, any of them.
I captured a picture of the Earth and the moon. And I love it.
And I love it. That's because he thinks it's fake.
They managed to get the Earth, once again, 90% cloud cover. You can't make this shit up.
See, the thing is that he doesn't understand it's like natural weather, right? So it's like they can't control the clouds covering up the moon because it's real. Here's the funny thing, bud. If we went by your theory that an artist drew it and it was a projection up in the sky, right? Don't you think we would then be able to get perfect pictures of the damn thing every single time and the clouds would never be in the way? I mean, just think about that for a moment. This man disproves his own theories as he goes along.
Okay. Every picture you see of Earth is 90% cloud cover. You can't see any continents. It's great. Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't get that it was a picture taken from further away. Right. He doesn't understand perception. Flat earthers don't. That's why they think the horizon proves that the Earth is flat. Just saying. So, like, to him, like, the perception, like, he doesn't get that it's taken farther away, so you're not going to actually see, like, the water on it, like, anything, if it's the Earth. He doesn't understand if it's the moon and it's taken far away, that you're not going to see any craters or anything like that closely. Or, like, the flags, as he keeps looking for. Same with, like, the sun, any other planet. He doesn't understand taking a picture of it further versus a like close-up picture of it and why that would look different. To him, they should all look the exact same.
Apparently, the distance between the Earth and the Moon, you can fit 9 planets. All of our planets. There, supposedly.
And like, see how he's kind of showing that on the screen above there? Uh-huh.
Let's do a rundown on the size of these.
Oh my God, he took notes this time.
supposed planets. Mercury
Ah.
is 1/3 the size of Earth. Venus, slightly smaller than Earth. Mars is half the size of Earth. Jupiter is a whopping 11 times the size of Earth. Amazing. Saturn, 9 times. Uranus, 4 times the size of Earth. Now, Neptune is slightly smaller than Uranus, but it's about 3.5 times the size of Earth.
All right.
They didn't have Pluto in there. They must have taken Pluto out and no longer consider that a planet. But
I have a question, CC. Hi. What is the shape of the white dots on your screen up there? If you would let me know, that would be great.
Pluto is about the size of the moon, our moon, supposedly, which is a quarter of the size of the Earth. Okay, so now line up all these.
No, our moon is not a quarter of the size of the Earth. What? No, it's not. Bro, you got that wrong.
Supposed objects from the Earth, from the moon to the Earth. I believe that's how it's set up there. Do they all fit in that space?
Do they all fit in that space? Can someone please explain to this man that they're not in like a straight line? All is well. Please, someone, before I have an aneurysm.
No, they don't.
Okay, again, CC, why not? Why don't you think they fit? Provide me with better measurements, first of all, because you seem to think that our moon is a quarter of the size of our Earth, and that's not true. Show me where it says that anywhere. Like, why do you believe they don't fit? All you ever do is you go, oh, this is a lie. Oh, they don't fit there. I jump up and I fall down, but gravity isn't real. It's like, okay, but why? Like, do you have any scientific evidence to prove this? Or at least, are you going to try? Like, give me the real measurements. Maybe explain to me how they all wouldn't fit in there, why you believe that they're all in a perfectly straight line, things like this. But you don't even do that. So you have the idea, but no explanation for it. And then that's supposed to be proof somehow.
You know why they don't fit in that space? Is because everything that you see NASA even puts out is bullshit.
See, that's his reason. His reason for everything is they are lying to us. Everything NASA puts out is bullshit. It's all bullshit, bullshit, bullshit.
All of it's a lie. I'm sorry. It's all a lie.
Again, why would they need to lie to us about that? I really need to know. Is that also to hide from us that God is real?
My favorite is this next rocket launch that we have coming up here. It's November 14th.
Yeah, you can, Auntie.
22. See, when they tried the
All a lie.
before, and they canceled that one, kicked that can down the road. But they were going to do it in the middle of the day. The second one was also in the middle of the day. See, they don't do these launches at that time.
Oh, does the time have something to do with it? Is that why he says the time in every video?
That's why I pretty much knew that they were going to cancel and scrub it.
Oh. Okay. Why? Because everything's fake and they're all a light show in the sky, so we need it to be dark for that? This man's going to give me an aneurysm if that's what he ends up saying, I swear to God.
The third launch, apparently the third attempt, is going to be on November 14th. And they're doing it at 12:07. See, now that's more like it, guys. Because if it exploded while all of us are in the second dream, and we're not going to be able to see it. So
he knows that there's going to be people that are going there to watch. And that they, like, record it. And no, he doesn't? Okay.
the third launch is going to be maybe not 3 times the charm. I think this one's going to explode and they'll kick the can down the road another 40 years, 30 years, 20. Who cares? Who cares? Nothing. Nobody's ever going anywhere.
Well, I mean, not with an attitude like that, you pessimist.
Not going anywhere. This is the furthest you'll ever get. It sucks. It's all fake. It's all bullshit.
It's all fake. All bullshit. NASA's lying. And the conspiracy theory is to keep from us that God is real.
Anyway, enjoy the NASA website. If you want, I'll put a link on the description and you can have some fun with it and enjoy the lies.
I mean, that'll be the first time that he does a real source. Just saying.
You know what? It's funny because you can click on a box and it even says on it, more stories. Hope everybody's...
That doesn't mean they're fake. I mean, technically, you're telling us a story every time you hit record.
good. I thank you for subbing. I thank you for viewing my videos and for being a part of your life.
I thank you for subbing. I thank you for viewing my videos and for letting me be a part of your life. Even though all I do is come on here and yell at all of you about how the earth is flat, how the government and the teachers and everyone is just lying to us. NASA is just a big giant lie. The chemtrails are coming to kill us. COVID is not real. Don't get vaccinated. And then he's just going to go jump off the edge of the earth. Anyway, guys, that was CC and what he's been up to. So not much has changed from the last time, other than the fact that I left him alone for a little while, but nobody else did. So there's that. As someone who grew up with Griffith Park Observatory in the background, saw Halley's Comet and Halley-Bopp, I somehow feel these tangible experiences are more meaningful than this dumbass. See, like, and my issue with CC is that he never really has a good reason as to why. It's almost like he's just doing a daily diary entry of his own thoughts and his own beliefs. And then, like I said, the conclusion to everything is it's bullshit or it's all just a lie. And it's like, that's not enough. I mean, if you could explain to us why you think the satellites would work on balloons better than just, you know, being controlled up there by us with a remote system, as you say, down on Earth. You know, if you could come up with a better explanation for these things and at least put some work into it, I might not just make him a lol cow of mine. But it's like he just ends up flipping out about how the earth is obviously flat and everyone's lying. And then he goes as far now as to almost act like we're the dumb ones for not understanding him when he explains all of this to us. And that's where I have a problem. Because I'm like, listen, I can sit here and I can listen to you all day, and it's not much better than listening to Ash Mufara talking to me about on passive and technology. It's just about something a little more funny. And luckily, the good thing about Flat Earth and all of us, like, you know, laughing about that is nobody is missing money. Nobody is getting hurt, really, from CC coming out here every day and putting these beliefs on the internet. And honestly, he's a pretty good sport about getting laughed at. I haven't heard of him copyright striking people or claiming people or really getting too angry at anyone, even on his own, you know, streams and whatnot, where he really yells at people, even those of us that react to him or speak out about him. So, you know, I got to give him that, at least. Yes, right? Who refills the helium? That stuff doesn't stay buoyant forever. See, that's what I mean. And then Ken says, the aliens refill them. And honestly, it would be really, really fun to hear CC go on about aliens. He's barely touched on that, and that would be hella fun. I want to see that one. I think we're going to start to react to CC like every couple of weeks, depending on what he uploads. He did sort of slow down on uploading, and that's why I haven't reacted to him too much lately. But everyone else is now reacting to him as well. He's kind of making a name out for himself. So I've come here to reclaim my flat earth cow, if you will. So please do give this stream a like. Subscribe if you are new here. I would love it if you joined our fabulous, amazing members. All of the beautiful people do. And again, you don't want to be an ugly idiot like CC. So make sure that you hit that join button. Thank you so much for coming here, for watching my videos, and for letting me be a part of your life. I hope that I add more to your life than Cece does, and that you can at least have a laugh over on this channel as you learn things about cults and pseudoscience practices. And then sometimes we talk about commercial cults as in MLMs. And sometimes we just have a laugh together just for fun. That's kind of what we do here. So I hope that you at least get something out of that. Please, please do be careful out here. You are welcome, Ken. Have a fabulous, fabulous night. Much love to everyone. Tomorrow, I have decided, because life is getting very busy for me right now, with Christmas coming and everything, it is going to be a little harder for me to edit and put out videos over the next month or so. So tomorrow, I am going to be streaming our Karma and Reincarnation Ekankar book read. So come and hang out with me, and I will read through it. You can all laugh at it with me. We can have a talk about Ekankar Held Klemp and his beliefs on karma and reincarnation. And if I have some time, we will deep dive it even more so than just reading through the book. So I hope I see you then. Have a fabulous night. Take care. Mwah! Bye! He really is an idiot, though.